belief in Avalokiteśvara, the Bodhisattva of compassion, has a long history in China, beginning with the translation of the Lotus Sutra in the 5th century. There were many manifestations of the Bodhisattva worshipped in China, and one of these forms shows the Bodhisattva with 11 heads, and another represents the 1,000-armed Avalokiteśvara. One of the earliest images of the 11-headed Avalokiteśvara can be seen in Cave 41 at Kanheri Caves in Maharashtra, where an 11-headed Avalokiteśvara stands next to the main Buddha. In China, colossal images of the 11-headed Avalokiteśvara were created within monastic compounds. Presently, among the earliest extant colossal Buddhist images, there are 2 Avalokiteśvaras that survive intact, with one of them housed in the original pavilion. They are in North China and dated to the second half of the 10th century. One is found in the Guanyin Pavilion of Dulesi, or Dule Temple. Its buildings were completed in 984 of the Common Era. The image of the colossal stucco Avalokiteśvara was also erected at the same time. Dulesi was an important monastery. However, it is unclear if the pavilion for Avalokiteśvara was the only cloister in the monastery, or there might have been many cloisters within the monastery. The colossal image measures around 16 meters tall and is housed in a wooden pavilion that is 3 stories high. However, the building is presented on the exterior as a 2-storied building with a balcony above the ground level. The construction of the building is in line with a handful of remaining examples of buildings from the 10th century. The iconography of the Avalokiteśvara at Dulesi is very simple. The 11 heads, including the main head of Avalokiteśvara, are arranged in 5 tiers in a pattern of 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, counting from the bottom to the top. This is clearly a pattern considered as the vertical style, as opposed to the horizontal style with 9 or 10 heads in one layer circling the top of the main head, which is commonly seen in China. The vertical form of arrangement of the 11 heads of the Avalokiteśvara is seen most commonly in Indian and Tibetan traditions of iconography. The first image of this form of 11-headed Avalokiteśvara, as mentioned previously, was found in Cave 41 at Kanheri, and there the heads are arranged in a vertical pattern of 1, 3, 3, 3, 1. Another colossal statue is found at Longxing Temple. It is also housed within a pavilion, just as the previous image. The image shows the standing Avalokiteśvara with 42 hands. The process of casting this colossal bronze image is fully recorded in the stele text commemorating the re-erection of the statue. The 22-meter-tall image was cast in 7 stages on the 20th day of the 7th month of the 4th year of the Kaibao era, so in 971 of the Common Era. The first layer to be cast was the lotus seat, then up to the knees, the waist, the chest, the armpits, the shoulder, and finally the head. The 42 arms were also cast in bronze, but the hands were sculpted in wood. Now all arms are lost, except for the pair in front of the body and the pair holding up the image of the Amitabha Buddha over Avalokiteśvara's head. They were replaced with wooden arms and hands, possibly in 1944. The bronze image stands in an upright position with a round and monumental body. There is no ornament on the bare chest, except for a tight necklace. The lower garment folds over the belt along the waist, resulting in rich patterns in the drapes, as well as the complicated knots of the belt. This is a simpler form of the 1,000-armed and 1,000-eye form of Avalokiteśvara. This colossal image of the Bodhisattva must have been used as a means through which the efficacy of the Bodhisattva's ability to save could be forcibly demonstrated.